What's up guys, it's WoofWoofWolffe. Our 35th clone of the week is Commander Pons.
Point of cover! Move it! Let's go! It's all yours, General.
We'll lead the way, Commander.
Forward!
Pons was compassionate. When he learned that there were only Twi'lek women and children in a nearby village, he took pity on them and ordered his men to spare rations, and was shocked and angry when the Confederacy bombed the village. He had a friendship with fellow officers Captain Rex and Commander Cody. He comforted Cody when he expressed his concern for Generals Plo Koon and Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Juma 9 station mission. After being captured by Aurra Sing, Pons refused to answer her when she asked for his name, doing it only after she forcefully demanded it. Just before Aurra killed Pons, he calmly closed his eyes and accepted his death. Pons was one of the many clone troopers who accompanied Master Yoda to the planet Geonosis, where they fought the Confederacy's droid army for the first time in a galaxy-wide conflict that became known as the Clone Wars. During the battle, he provided Jedi Master Mace Windu with 5 special commando units. Although his training lacked instructions on how to interact with the Jedi, Pons was able to gain the trust of Windu, who kept the trooper by his side throughout the battle. Following the Republic victory on Geonosis, Pons remained at Windu's side as the Clone Wars spread across the galaxy. A specialist in military reconnaissance, he would serve as the commander of Lightning Squadron, a division of ARF troopers in the 91st Mobile Reconnaissance Corps. Early in the war, Ryloth, the home planet of the Twi'lek species located in the Outer Rim territories, fell to a separatist invasion led by Wat Tambor. Though the Confederacy Navy formed a blockade around the planet, Jedi General Anakin Skywalker and his Padawan Ahsoka Tano successfully created a breach in the enemy's defense perimeter, allowing for Pons and General Windu to bring their ground forces to Ryloth. The ground invasion was stalled by several J-1 proton cannons located in the city of Nabat. The cannons opened fire on the Acclamator-class assault ships, destroying one of them just as Pons informed Windu that the proton bombs had penetrated the transport's deflector shields. After the cannons were destroyed by General Obi-Wan Kenobi and the 212th Attack Battalion, Windu and Pons brought the ground forces to the surface and proceeded to march on the capital city of Lasu. En route to the capital, the Republic Army was ambushed by a group of AATs. At Windu's direction, Pons ordered Lightning Squadron to engage the Separatists, and although they succeeded in destroying the tanks, the casualties they sustained necessitated the need for reinforcements. To that end, Windu sought out Cham Syndulla to form an alliance with the Twi'lek resistance, while Pons remained with the main force. After discovering a local village populated by women and children, Pons intended to provide them with some of the army's rations, only to witness the village's destruction by a group of separatist Hyena-class bombers. Upon learning of the attack from the commander's report, Syndulla committed his resistance fighters to the Republic's imminent assault on Lasu. The battle for Lasu commenced with Windu leading the initial attack on the city, leaving Pons and Syndulla to direct their combined forces into Lasu while the Jedi Master proceeded to capture Wat Tambor. Having succeeded in driving the remaining separatists away from Ryloth, Pons, along with Windu, Syndulla, and Senator Orn Free Taa, attended a victory parade in Lasu, where the Twi'lek celebrated their renewed liberty. Pons and Windu then traveled to Malastare, a mid-rim planet rich in natural fuel reserves. Working in conjunction with the native Dug population, Anakin Skywalker and Captain Rex, along with Pons' clone troopers, defended Malastare against an army of separatist battle droids. During the battle, the Republic field-tested an experimental superweapon called the Electro-Proton Bomb, which could release an electromagnetic pulse, disabling the separatist droids while causing no harm to the clones. However, the bomb also had an adverse effect on the environment of Malastare, causing parts of the surface to break and form a large sinkhole in the center of the battlefield. Following the battle, Windu and Pons led a search party into the pit to rescue survivors. In their course of their search, they encountered the Zillo Beast, a large creature that had been awoken from its slumber by the detonation of the bomb. Pons and the clones opened fire, but the creature's skin proved impervious to blasters and even lightsabers. After Pons and Windu escaped from the sinkhole, the Republic succeeded in capturing the Zillo Beast by using several RX-200 tanks to incapacitate it. Later in the Clone Wars, Pons joined Windu and Skywalker aboard the Venator-class Star Destroyer Endurance, commanded by Admiral Killian of the Republic Navy. Unknown to Pons and the crew, however, Boba Fett, an unaltered clone of Jango Fett, infiltrated the Republic flagship by posing as a member of the Clone Youth Brigade. After failing to assassinate Windu, who killed Jango in single combat on Geonosis, Boba sabotaged the Endurance in order to escape the vessel. Unable to prevent the Star Destroyer from crashing on Vancor, the crew was evacuated in escape pods, although Pons elected to stay behind, as Killian refused to leave the bridge. Pons survived the crash of the Endurance on Vancor, but was soon captured along with Killian and a clone navigation officer by the bounty hunters Boba Fett, Aurra Sing, Bossk, and Castus. By the time Windu and Skywalker arrived at the crash site to search for survivors, the mercenaries had taken their prisoners to the Slave One. While traveling through space, Sing executed Pons, whose death Windu and Skywalker witnessed through a holographic transmission that was sent to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. After Pons' death, his body was jettisoned into space as the bounty hunters continued on their way to Flora, where they were eventually confronted by Plo Koon and Ahsoka Tano. Ultimately, the two Jedi successfully rescued the remaining hostages and captured Fett, who was sent to prison as punishment for his actions aboard the Endurance, as well as the taking of hostages. Thaulis Art did this awesome piece of Commander Pons. I'll be sure to leave his link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below which clone you want to see next, and don't forget to subscribe. This is Wolf signing off, and as always, woof, woof.